Oliver Tree is easily one of the most unique musical acts out right now. He's practically a walking meme, wearing his bowl cut proudly and riding his scooter everywhere he goes. Despite reaching meme status, he's still been able to produce some of the biggest songs of the last few years, and amassed a cult following of diehard fans, despite a rather small amount of actual songs published. But one thing I was interested in since the first time I found him is where exactly did he come from? I mean, he practically popped up out of nowhere one day and hasn't left the spotlight since. Oliver doesn't seem to give any insight onto this, or really anything else in his personal life for that matter. We rarely get to see Oliver out of character, as the man behind the meme is hardly known to the general public. He's preferred to remain anonymous and seems to have covered the trail of his come-up, leaving his true musical journey a mystery. However, plenty of dedicated searchers have been able to uncover some of the musical past of Oliver Tree, so I decided to take you guys on a trip of what's currently known of the forgotten history of Oliver Tree, and to show you guys some of the found gems of Tree's past. So please, join me as we take a look at the forgotten music of Oliver Tree. The best place to start the Oliver Tree rabbit hole is by first explaining the Ashwood Project. The Ashwood Project is a group of people who have been attempting to archive all of the lost Oliver Tree media that they can. In fact, most of the information included on this list is a result of the Ashwood Project. They've spent plenty of hours lurking through every corner of the internet to bring you these songs. I honestly couldn't have made this video without them. Starting off with the earliest works, we find Oliver's first known musical alias, DJ Kryph. DJ Kryph was Oliver when he was just a child. In fact, it's said Oliver even performed alongside Skrillex at 17 years old. And this is where we find his first official tracks. These tracks are Once It's Gone, Shattered Fractal, and Gentle Giant. The first track, Once It's Gone, features artists by the name of Dreddy Black and Samson Stillwell. This song is a pop hip-hop fusion which sounds very similar to the Oliver we know today, and according to Discogs, this track was released on December 30th, 2010. And what else is interesting about this song is that this is the song he performs in his earliest known live performance video. This isn't necessarily his first song, but it's the best place to start the lore of Oliver Tree. Dreddy Black, as well as Samson Stillwell, seem to both be relatively small artists as of the posting of this video, so it's not quite clear how they knew Oliver. This song seems to be the most popular song from the Kryph era, and despite the mysterious vibe surrounding it, is still great nonetheless. After this, we have the tracks Gentle Giant and Shattered Fractal. Both songs are certified dubstep tracks, with each track maintaining a feature, both of which are interesting in their own right. Starting with Gentle Giant, we get a 2.5-minute track without Oliver taking any actual vocals. Instead, we get this electronic instrumental for the duration of the song. The track dates back to 2010 and is said to feature an artist named Time Flux. However, this song is their only known feature, and even their only known song according to Discogs, showing you the true obscurity of the DJ Kryph era. The other track, Shattered Fractal, is a bit more interesting. Another dubstep track from 2010, clocking in at around 3 minutes, and is a bit more of a stereotypical hype dubstep track, but the reason why this song is so interesting is that it features Getter. Getter is a popular American DJ who also produces and even raps, and has plenty of well-known works which you've most likely at least scrolled by once or twice. So how exactly did Oliver have a collaboration with Getter way back in 2010? Well, the answer is pretty interesting. It turns out that Getter and Oliver knew each other from high school, and were actually pretty good friends. They were even said to have been roommates at one point for a little while, and put out several collaborative tracks during that time, with Shattered Fractals being the earliest known song. The duo has plenty of other works which have been recovered, including Jailbreak, Smell You Later, and a Clint Eastwood remix of the classic Gorillaz song. It's also said around this time that DJ Kryph would drop the Kryph name, and start simply going by Tree. The friendship with Tree and Getter may not be surprising to fans of Oliver, as the duo has collaborated before, after Getter found his own solo success. In 2016, Getter released the Radical Dude EP, which featured Oliver Tree on track 5 with the song Forget It. This song and the EP as a whole found commercial success, and the two even performed the track on Last Call with Carson Daly, which is believed to be the first Tree live television performance. However, from my searches, this live performance is nowhere to be found. This song was many people's first experience with Tree, but the duo had a falling out sometime around 2016 to 2017 for an unknown reason. So I know we just went to 2016, but let's rewind to 2013. Kryph is no more, and we now have Tree. Tree seemed to find some sort of footing in finding his sound, and after several years of only putting out singles, he decided to finally release an album. And that's where we get Splitting Branches. Released on February 17th, 2013, Splitting Branches is by all accounts the very first album ever put out by Tree. The music on the album features childhood friend and collaborator Shelf Nunny, who seems to still put out music to this day. Tree and Shelf Nunny have put out numerous tracks together and have several collaborations on this album, including People, Tully, Artemisia, This Is Separation, and Universal. This album also features a woman who's believed to be Tree's ex-girlfriend, Kirsten Rosenberg. I couldn't find much on her other than some Reddit threads about her, but she appears on several tracks from this album too, including previously mentioned Tully and Artemisia, as well as Revival and Warrior. The song Tully also has an official music video which can still be found on the Tree Collaborations YouTube channel. This is the earliest official Tree music video that I am aware of. The album features a handful of other artists and was a free download straight from the official website treecollaborations.com. It's a very experimental album and is heavy on electronic sounds while still maintaining a hip-hop bass. Personally, tracks like This Is Separation and People sound straight off something Oliver would release today, while the other tracks seem to be like Tree trying to figure out what does and doesn't work for him. Regardless, this album is a great first album for Tree, and is definitely worth listening to for anyone who hasn't heard this era. And last up for this round of Forgotten Oliver Tree works, we have Demons. Demons is the debut EP from Tree, released on August 12th, 2013. This EP only has 3 songs, but is easily among the best works of his entire career. The 3 tracks on this EP are Demons, Karma Police, and Stuck Down the Wrong Rabbit Hole, and features Tree speaking of his demons across the 14-minute runtime. This album seems like a much more intimate work for Oliver Tree. The tracks Demons and Stuck Down the Wrong Rabbit Hole both feature an artist named Beat Culture, which is a pseudonym of New York artist Sonny Kim. Both tracks also feature previous Tree collaborator Lena Kun, who has a few other songs but hasn't seemed to be active in quite some time. The EP's only other song, Karma Police, is actually a cover of a Radiohead song and even caught the attention of Tom York, who approved the song to be printed on the Demons EP. What makes this track even better is that the song is accompanied by a music video featuring one of the only shots we'll ever get of Tree without one of his trademark outfits. The video dates back to 2013, and what's even more interesting is that there are a handful of comments from around the time of its release. Most are general fanfare, however there's one specific comment that stood out to me. This comment comes from a woman by the name of Wendy Thompson and reads,
Oliver, wow, you are really an artist now. I'm impressed and look forward to seeing and hearing more from you. Your brother sent me this. I'd love to know what's going on with you more often, so don't be shy. Like the hair.
After looking into this woman, it seems as if she's actually a teacher at Santa Cruz City Schools, which just so happens to be Tree's hometown. In one way or another, Wendy Thompson knows Oliver in real life. Finally, as opposed to Splitting Branches, the Demons EP wasn't a free download, and instead the only way to get a copy was to buy it through the Tree Collaboration store on vinyl. It goes without saying that this vinyl is the rarest release from Tree, but there's no word on just how many were originally printed. Currently, there are 2 up on Discogs for around $200, but I would expect that price to go up as Tree continues his career. If you want the entire Tree collection, this will be the hardest piece to get, so you better get it quick. Oliver Tree is one of the most mysterious artists when it comes to his past, so I'm sure something I said is wrong or slightly off, but I did my best according to all known information. The people of the Ashwood project, as well as the fans of Oliver, are very dedicated, so you never know when the next piece of lost music will pop up. If you want the best list of found Oliver works, check out the Ashwood project SoundCloud, which I will link below. And finally, if you know any more lost Tree music which I didn't mention here, make sure to leave it in the comment section below. And I guess that's it for this video, so if you made it this far, why not like the video and subscribe, or don't, I don't really care. And, comment below, I don't know. I probably mispronounced a couple people's names, but I'm a YouTuber, that's what we do.